What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Empire State of Sports podcast. We have a special Wednesday edition for you coming to you from New York. I'm your host, Karan Kapoor. Excited because we got a couple of guests with us tonight. Danny B in the house as usual. We got Topher Pete behind the scenes doing his thing tonight. And then I'm very excited because we have the Blue Eyed Bandit. Give her a shout on Instagram, Nina Lowry. She's joining us tonight from Huntington, I believe, right?
Huntington, yeah,
All right.
Huntington.
Welcome
All Long
aboard.
Island show.
All
All
Long
Long
Island. We got Valley
Island. I
Stream,
love it.
Huntington, East Meadow, and then somewhere in the atmosphere, Topher's hanging out in the background. Appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Thanks for your support. As always, give us a like, give us a click on Instagram, wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. The more the merrier. We're always welcoming new and exciting members, like I said. And then we have a special guest tonight in the house who hopefully will be here for time to come. So with that said, guys, it's a Wednesday edition. The Giants are on a bye. Not a lot to cover there. We'll touch on that in a few minutes. Obviously, though, that's the vegetable part of the dinner. We'll start with some dessert tonight with the Knicks. They're playing tonight as we speak against Charlotte. It's a close game. I think they're up by 5 or 6 last time we checked. But last night, a heartbreaking loss to the Celtics. They started off well, up by 14, 15 points. They looked good. They made it close at the end, just ran out of gas. But, you know, a loss is a loss. So, Danny, what do you take from that game?
Knicks road game. That's how it's been all season long. It's just whenever we get the second unit out, it just seems like they can't get the cohesive offense going, and then it just snowballed from there. Seems to be the second quarter of almost every single night. It happened again tonight that once the second unit gets going into the game, if for whatever reason we put our foot off the gas and the teams make a run back after a solid start to every game, it seems to be. So I think that was more of the key last night. When you have Jalen being Jalen on the Celtics, being able to be what he is, basically.
I thought you. Never mind.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Jalen Brown. Whenever Jalen Brown has those kind of nights, you're gonna have to find a way to limit that, and then on our end of things, not let it snowball. And unfortunately, it did last night.
Yeah, I mean, Brunson didn't have a good game. It was probably one of the worst games I've seen him play as a Knick. I think he was 6 of 21. Bridges was phenomenal. And with that, Nina, what'd you take away from the game last
My
night?
guy. Listen, Bridges, like I said before, he's been my guy. I loved him last season
Likewise.
when we picked him up. I am Bridges all day. My nephew actually was not happy with him last season, and I was like, don't even start though. It's like the same thing with I'm just gonna jump to the Giants for a second. Nobody wanted, Brian Burns. We paid all this money for him. Same thing. Chill out. He's gonna do his thing. And Bridges, he's incredible. I love watching him on the court. It gives me life. I said his vibe, his atmosphere, his gestures, the facial expressions. He's just I love everything that he does.
The bloody
He's
nose
so fun
after
to
a
watch.
dunk.
Oh my God, he's just fun to watch. This whole team right now, they're a vibe. Their chemistry is there. The coach, he does it for me.
Well, it's interesting you say that. I mean, listen, we sat here a few months ago before the season started, obviously questioning the hire of Mike Brown. He for sure was not the Knicks' number one choice.
No.
They fired Tibbs. Going back to Bridges, we've said this before. I think he had a hard time adjusting to Tibbs and his system. Tibbs kind of played him a lot. He played all the starters a lot, right? That was the narrative with Tibbs last year. And now you're seeing with Brown, these guys are playing
It's
in
the
the mid-30s.
rotation.
The rotation. It's
I
8 or
love
9
that.
guys deep. The second unit, to Danny, to what you were saying, yeah, they struggle in that lull in the second quarter. We always seem to have that where we come out like gangbusters in the start of the game. Towns had 14 or 16 points tonight in the first quarter, and the Hornets clawed back. They started hitting some threes. Our defense started to falter a little bit. They cut it to 2 or 3. I mean, obviously, listen, the Hornets are not a formidable team. I mean, the Knicks should take care of them in the second half. We'll catch up on the game in a few. But going back to Bridges, I mean, I think he's really taken a step up this year under Mike Brown. He's obviously playing every day. That's not going to change. Knock on wood, he doesn't get hurt. He's the NBA Iron Man.
Yeah.
He's the Iron Man, right? 80 games or whatever it is.
He hasn't missed a game since like high school or something,
Correct.
right?
Yeah, he's never missed a game. So it's insane. And you don't see that in sports these days with load
No, you never
management,
see
back to
that.
back, injuries, all that
Mhm.
stuff. So props to Bridges for playing every day. Definitely picked up his game on the 3-point shot last night, hitting 8 threes. As he plays two-way defense. Listen, the picks, I've said it to Topher. I think it was in his background before he got on today. There's a slogan, F those picks. I'll give each of you guys, like I said, I told him last week, I'll pay you $1,000 if you could tell me the 2 players the Nets drafted with those picks that the Knicks took this year for the Bridges trade. They're on the team right now as we speak.
Right. And they haven't done anything, thankfully. Yeah.
The Nets have 3 wins. And again, not saying that they're not going to be good, but I think we made up for it with Bridges last year, even in the Celtics series where he
the 2
single-handedly won 2 games in Boston.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So
Which
look,
is when a lot of the people started to, become Bridges fans. Like,
exactly.
Day one. I don't like that. No front running.
10-1 at home. Hopefully they win tonight. 11-1. It looks like they're up by 12 right now. Upcoming schedule: we got Utah on Friday, Orlando, a couple of more home games, and then we hit the road Toronto for the, I guess you could say, the knockout round of the NBA Cup. Does that mean anything to you guys? Are you
Not
guys
at
into
all.
that at all?
Just another winner loss for me.
So we gonna celebrate? Are we gonna put a banner up if we win the NBA Cup?
We can.
I mean, I will, of course.
It's so funny.
Right?
No.
It was funny.
I don't understand it, but
the last game was on Prime, and they were trying so hard. Oh my God, they're playing so hard. It looked like the same every night.
The only thing different is the court is neon or whatever it is.
Those are so bad. I want to get payback from the Orlando matchup from a couple weeks ago. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, look, 3-6 on the road, right?
I guess
they
it
gotta
balances
figure it out.
itself out for being 10-1, hopefully 11-1 by the time tonight ends. But the Raptors, honestly, they gave us everything, and we lit it up on them the other night. So that's going to be a fun game. Being in Toronto, and hopefully we find correct our road woes, as Clyde would say.
I could be totally wrong. I don't think Toronto's as good as their record.
No,
15-7. I think they'll come back. I think it'll course correct itself in the near future. Too. With that said, a couple of things in the NBA front today that broke earlier today. Chris Paul was all but released by the Clippers. They were sent home, or he was sent home. The team has not officially waived him yet. Would that be something that you guys would want to entertain as Knicks fans? Look, we need a backup point guard. We had Malcolm Brogdon in the offseason in training camp. He was going to be our backup to Brunson, and he retired abruptly. Not sure what exactly happened there. Maybe his body gave out, whatever. But right now we're rolling with basically Kolek and McBride, who's not really a traditional point guard. So would you guys want to take a stab at CP3 for the balance of the year, Christina?
I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Look, I don't know how you guys feel about him. I
don't know.
No, I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Honestly, he could be what J Kidd was for us in 2012. Be that guy, come off the bench, that leadership that we desperately need.
I think J Kidd, if I'm not mistaken, started for us in 2012.
Well, yeah. He started that year, but I'm just saying for the Chris Paul situation, he wouldn't be starting unless some crazy rotation.
Yeah, I've never been a big Chris Paul fan. I felt he used to get a lot of love, and in the same breath, Melo used to get a lot of the hate when I used to think they were almost the same.
Basically,
Melo was always, he's never a team player, so he doesn't win. Well, Chris Paul never really made it past the second round of the playoffs with absolutely loaded Clipper teams. I know he went to the finals a few years ago with the Suns, but I mean, let's be honest, that was with Devin Booker and his squad over there. I mean, he was kind of piggybacking and ended up losing to Giannis. But I've never understood. He's a great player, great point guard. Don't get me wrong, he's a Hall of Famer. So is Melo. Melo was a great scorer. Chris Paul was a great passer. So I kind of compared them neck and neck, and I always felt like Chris Paul never got any of the blame like Melo used to get for being, just for not advancing past the semifinals. Mark, what you got, man?
I just jumped in. I was listening to you. Chris Paul, well, he played for the Clippers. Melo played for the Knicks.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason he
didn't
get.
That's the real.
Yeah.
No, but even when he had loaded Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan and Lob City and the team was winning with Doc Rivers and they were getting to the playoffs every year, he put that franchise back on the map, but he never got past that second round. Then he bounced around the league. He went to Houston, went to the Suns, went to the Spurs. Now he's back with the Clippers. I mean, like Melo, right? He went to Houston, he went to Oklahoma City, he went to the Lakers. Like they kind of had very similar career paths where they just couldn't get over the hump. But I felt like Melo always got the worst of it. Even though he was with Denver and went to a conference final back in his prime, Chris Paul never seemed to get past that second round until he finally made the final. And at that point, I was actually like, look, hopefully the guy can win a ring and solidify his Hall of Fame, but it never happened. So would you take him on the Knicks as a backup for the rest of the year?
Like the legit backup point guard.
For us, we need some depth, right? Don't we need somebody to back up Brunson, play 10, 12 minutes a night? My guess is no, based on your reaction.
I'd rather run with Kolak.
I
do like him.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's why we're having this discussion. If you think he's worth it to take a flyer on, he's not going to cost you anything. So it's just a question of whether he wants to win a ring.
If it's a flyer and he's okay coming off the bench, I see no problems with that because we're in that win now mode. So I don't hate it. I wouldn't hate it at all.
It's not going to cost you anything. You know, The only thing I heard was, again, if he's going to get signed, if he gets waived, the Knicks can't sign until April. So you take a run and go April to May with him and see what happens, or do you try to trade a piece for him, maybe a draft pick? I don't know. I don't know if we have a second round pick for him. I don't know.
No, if he comes to us
now,
if he comes to us later, like if he's okay to coming with us, if you're right with the April thing, and waiting that long, I wouldn't see why not. But waiting till April, I would see him trying to go to another team. Maybe go to the Lakers with his buddy LeBron. I don't know the logistics of contracts and everything, because the NBA is weird like that. But if he can wait till April and we sign him basically like a trade deadline type of move, I don't hate it.
It looks like we got some Celtics fans in the house, I guess. I wonder why. Could it be what happened last night?
He had to show up.
Welcome to the show, Rick.
First off, I just was doing a wellness check here on Mark. I wanted to make sure he was okay because he was ducking all my calls. So I'm just checking in on that.
Seems to be fine. He's not a big fan of Chris Paul, but he seems to be fine.
Okay. Also, I wanted to come and introduce myself to all these lovely guests that you have on, Karan. Come on.
I got to do the same on your show, too.
Dude, you're welcome. Anytime, sir. Anytime.
So, yes, please welcome aboard to the Blue Eyed Bandit, Nina Lowry.
Yes. Hello.
That is Rick Ramone.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Celtics fan that he is. And then, of course, you know Danny B. I'm sure you've seen him before.
Of course, Danny crushing it as always.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Likewise.
Back to business. Chris Paul news. Okay, we'll see what happens. In other news, much bigger news that broke today on ESPN.
Huge.
All the stories. Apparently, he's on the block. He may not be on the block. He's having discussions. He's not having discussions. Doc Rivers says no. Shams Charania says yes. Brian Windhorst says he's asked for a trade. A lot of news today that broke is Giannis going to actually be dealt from Milwaukee. They're 9-15. They're 1-5 without him in the lineup. He seems frustrated. What do you guys think? Mark, take it away. Do you think that anything happens with Giannis between now and the trade deadline?
I mean, this was a Nick pod, right? I mean, we got to give up 2 of the 3 players to get him.
Yeah.
No questions asked. It has to happen.
Yeah,
which two are you willing to give up?
You got to give up 2 of
the 3. So who are you willing to give up?
It's going to be Towns and Bridges because money.
Yeah.
Bridges.
I'm not trading anybody that has a last name that starts with the letter B. I'll put it that way.
Thank you.
Then you're not getting him then.
I would accept, and I said I would accept Towns. I'll let go of Towns. Do not get rid of Bridges.
Then we're not
so
getting Giannis.
You guys are all cool with Towns and OG?
Yeah, I'd be cool with Towns and OG. And the only reason I say that is because OG plays the same position as Giannis, so it's just going to clog up. They're both power forwards. Yeah. So if you have to give up OG to get him, I mean, you're trading basically OG for Giannis. I hate to say it, but you'd have to give up something to get something. I would not want to trade we're not the Brunson talk. That's never going to happen.
No.
But I do not want to trade Bridges for Giannis. No.
But honestly, all right, let's do devil's advocate, and we're a Bucks podcast. Would you rather want the Iron Man in Bridges, or you want the guy that's always hurt in OG?
Yeah, no, 100%. I completely understand from their point of view. They're going to want to maximize every last dollar that they can.
And we don't have the draft picks.
We don't.
So you're going to have to get that
I think
third
Deuce
team.
McBride got to be involved too.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. We're going to be giving up a lot of people for this move.
There'd be a lot going.
Now, does anybody actually know what his contract situation is? Is he a free agent at the end of this year?
No, he has one more year.
Is it an opt-in clause? Is he under contract or is it a player opt-in?
He's under contract. It's under. Right. He has one
more
year.
I think the reason Bridges is interesting, I think their contracts are very similar. That's why we just gave him that big contract. I think it matches up.
That's the whole thing. We're gonna have to do contract for contract, and those are the two pieces.
I don't like it.
Towns'
I don't like it at all.
Lines up more than Bridges.
Don't like it.
See, to me, it's just a health thing. If it wasn't for health, I'd much rather have OG. But he's never healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
I think OG's a way better player than Bridges when both healthy. My opinion.
Agreed.
Do you guys? We'll go around the horn. Do you guys think anything happens in season? Christina.
I'm so torn. I do, though. I truly do.
You think so? You pull the trigger during the season. Okay.
I could see something happening.
Rick, what do you think? Knicks, I'm very curious to hear Rick Ramon's Celtics personality, what his opinion is on all this. He's probably thrown up in his mouth.
Well, I'm just going to say that for a fan base that was so eager for the season to start, and for a team that's already willing to just rip it down into the pieces, this is great. I love it. You guys keep whatever you're doing, keep doing it. I love it. I get nothing more to say. Again, and you best not hope that Jason Tatum doesn't come back healthy and angry at you guys, and we make a trade, because all of a sudden, I didn't expect this.
You shouldn't be angry at us. Be angry at the Garden floor. No one touched him. He hurt himself.
We could be scary.
Very true.
We could be scary.
No, you guys are very scary.
Yeah, very scary 500 team as we speak. So
you are a game and a half above us, sir. Calm down. And you have all your starters, and we have two back.
Look, we just went around. Christina says yes. Danny, does anything happen in season?
I don't see it because we're gonna have to get that other team locked in to get those draft picks over to Milwaukee.
The third team to participate, you mean?
Yeah, I think with the picks, us not having the picks, I know you said F the picks. Yes, for Bridges itself, yeah, that's good and grand. But now in the grand scheme of things, if we really wanted Giannis, those picks were going to be huge right now. So I think if they were able to find that third team to get the picks, and then we could like swap some players to the third team and find a way to get Giannis to us. Yeah, but I think this is too big for an in-season trade right now at this day. Maybe after Christmas, usually that's when things pick up a little bit, or in the new year.
The trade deadline is what, February? So
end of February, March. Yeah.
So I mean, there's time, but again, that's in season. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
If I don't at this moment, I don't think it's gonna happen this season. Honestly, when you get if you were to get Giannis here, I'll drive Cad and whoever else to the airport. But
Mark,
he said I'll drive.
Anything happening now?
I think it's definitely happening by the trade deadline. Just a matter if he's coming to the Knicks. Don't forget, there's other teams. He can go to Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're not dealing with the Mavericks. We're not dealing with the Mavericks. So.
Well, that's the thing. He's got to also commit then for a team like Miami or somebody, whoever's going to make a run at him. He's got to commit to them and say, I'm staying past next year.
Now,
if he goes to Miami, I don't see him having a big deal adjusting to Miami.
So back to what you're saying, though, the old Knicks would jump on this. Will they?
The old Knicks would have been like, okay, here you go, like the Miller trade.
But what if another team gets involved? Do you think we go back to the old Knicks and jump on it and overpay?
Well, we do have the owner who's been pretty good the last 4 or 5 years to letting us do things.
Correct. Yeah.
So I personally don't think I'm with Danny. I don't think anything's gonna happen. I think it's all smoke and mirrors right now.
It's Knicks for clicks, bro.
It just came out earlier today. Doc Rivers said,
Has Shams ever been wrong? Has Shams ever been wrong?
I don't know.
I'm sure he has, but his record is pretty good.
Yeah. where
But
there's
Shams
smoke,
also
there's
then
fire.
said today that there's teams involved, and this is not breaking news that Giannis might want out of Milwaukee. This has been talked about for over a year now. It's just it looks like something might have hit the fan because the team is not playing very well right now. So it might just spark up that conversation again. But bottom line is, I don't think Leon's gonna pull that kind of trigger and gut the roster like we did 12 years ago when we got Melo. I don't see that happening.
Right, and also you also have to think of it this way: since Giannis only wants to come here theoretically, everything is going to be forced the pressure on Milwaukee to make a move because they want to have their generational guy be okay. Let's in a couple years when he retires, they want him back in Milwaukee, have a big night for him, and everything else like that, and just not bury the lead of like being dirty about it. That's how I think.
Giannis got hurt tonight, by the way, fellas. I just got an alert on my phone that Giannis slipped on the court and hurt his calf, and he's not going to return for the rest of the game. So let's see if that's.
Wait, can we talk about though Brunson's 3-point buzzer shot at halftime?
It counted, and now
it counted. I love
comfortably
that.
in control tonight against Charlotte. It looks like we'll get this win tonight to make up for the stench of last night's Celtics loss.
That was brutal.
So.
I got one more question to everyone. How come the Lakers always get guys for free? Why can't that happen to us?
Right. No, I get it.
I was just it's a great.
New York.
That's where Paul's gonna ultimately go.
That's fine. He can go there. That was 14 years in the making. But
I agree.
I think we could all agree here, whether you're a Celtics fan like Slick Rick or a Knicks fan like all of us, please, to the basketball gods, do not have Giannis go to the Lakers. I don't want to see Giannis in LA.
No, there's no way they can have. There's no.
I just saw a picture of him in a Laker jersey with LeBron and Luka at his wings. So I hope that doesn't happen.
There's no way cap-wise that could happen. No way.
Well, if LeBron's gone next year, I mean, it could happen.
But as of today, the cap, there's no way they could finagle the cap.
They don't have any draft capital.
Just please not to the Lakers. I mean, I can't. I just,
You imagine Giannis and Luka together?
No, I don't want to. I refuse to.
What about you, Matt? Are the Celtics in the Giannis sweepstakes?
Probably not. They're paying Jason Tatum $75 million, so I don't think
too much
well,
money.
I'm saying, would you give up a Jaylen Brown for him?
Probably. Yes, you would. You're lying. You're lying through those glasses. You're lying through. You are 100% lying.
Here's why. Ready? Here's what you're asking me to do. Trade a Finals MVP for a Finals MVP.
Who's a better player, Giannis or Brown? Just they're playing one-on-one. Who's a better player?
Giannis has the better the better size and intangibles, but Brown being a home guy,
the better shooter. Including his hair.
I mean, hair. I don't know. It's just a tie. I don't. Who has it? I guess Giannis if he has hair. Yeah, I don't know, but
Okay.
Yeah, the Celtics are so.
That's the difference between Celtics and Knicks. I mean, that's just the sad reality.
Their cap situation's so bad. That's why they had to get rid of half the team this offseason.
Right. If it was like the end of the season and he was still on the table and all our young guys that like built up their value, if we didn't trade him and you're like, hey, look at all these young guys we have on these, they're all double digits and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure. Then probably we might be able to go out and make a trade. But right now, yeah, I don't know.
Current playoff positioning, the way it stands, the Knicks 13-7, the 4 seed, Boston 12-9. They're in the play-in tournament. Milwaukee 9-13 on the outs looking in. So hopefully something trickles between now and the trade deadline just to keep the buzz going. But a lot of news broke today with Giannis, with Chris Paul. The Knicks look to be on the right track tonight. Hopefully you get another dub at home. Go to 14-7, and we play the Jazz and the Magic upcoming at home. So anything else on the Knicks front, fellas, before we switch to a much more depressing topic?
Rip it off like a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Right. Segue, Topher. We're going to go to the Giants now, guys. Hard Knocks, the kiss of death. Joe Shane did his little State of the Union yesterday. Basically told you nothing, that he understands your questions. 2-11 or whatever the heck we are is not good enough. It's got to be better. The Giants are a historic, proud franchise. Needs to be back to their glory. He understands, but we have some pieces, but it's pieces to a puzzle that I personally just don't think fit. So I don't know how you guys feel. Danny, anything from yesterday's mea culpa from Joe Shane?
That's an excellent question, Ron. No, it was basically like you like getting yelled at by your parents. Like the media was there, like Joe Shane's parents, and it was just like, I'm not perfect. Like, what do you want me to do? Type of thing. And that's when you automatically know, like, obviously I'm not good at my job right now, and I have my feet to the fire, and it's just like, all right, what else did you expect him to say? And it was just a whole lot of nothing. And it seemed like he was about to cry.
It
People
did,
were
right
saying
at
he
the
had a
end.
cold, and like
Right
his
at the
body
end.
language was just poor. And Hard Knocks last year during the preseason, well, the offseason when they were on, they showed the Giants PR training Joe Shane the press conference. That's probably why they were late. But honestly, a whole lot of nothing. Obviously, when you're 2-11, your record says what you are. You can say everything you want about our talent,
20 and
but
43
yeah,
under Joe
you're
Shane.
just not winning, and it's he's dead man walking, and everybody knows it. And
Well, we'll touch on that in a second. I just want to hear, Nina, did you watch it? Did you hear it? How do you
Did I
feel about?
watch it?
Oh,
No, I did
sorry,
not watch
wrong
it. I have so many opinions on that man. I could go on for hours, but he has got to go. It's not even a joke. I'm reliving a nightmare. The fact that he is even potentially going to pick the next head coach terrifies me, disgusts me, makes me want to vomit in my mouth, all of the above. Honest to God, us Giants fans would do a better job of picking a head coach than that man would. Like I've had it. Like it's deja vu. He's got to go. Get off. Get off. Get out of the organization.
I love the
I'm
Long
telling you
Island
right
accent.
now, if he is not gone, and I said it before Bowen was fired. I said I was gonna go to the training facility on Thanksgiving to let them know how serious I was, with nobody being there, with picket signs and blow horns, like those bull horns, screaming, "Fire him!" He was fired. I will do the same thing if Joe is not gone. Like, enough is enough. I mean, it's absolutely pathetic. The man, it's just, and the whole Dable thing, like, he just, I think I watched literally 30 seconds of his speech yesterday, and I was done. I was so turned off.
Well, I mean, well said. I completely agree. Mark, you got anything in terms of Joe Shane?
I'm a piggyback exactly what you just said.
Yeah, I
How,
mean,
how's he,
how can you not?
how is he still the GM today?
That's
That makes no
yeah.
sense.
No, it's completely literally mind blowing. It's so and we're passionate, right? Giants fans are passionate. I am overly passionate, and I try to, like, throughout this whole season, I tried to, like, no, we got this. We're gonna. No, I've had it, and when I've had it, it's bad. It's at another level. Like, I'm just done. I am so happy that it's a bye week, and I've never in my life ever said that. I
And we
literally, like, I can't wait for the Giants to be on. I go like, oh my God, I eat, sleep, breathe football. Okay, that's eat, sleep, breathe it. I am 365 days a year. I don't want to see them. I'm
and
done.
we
End
have
the season.
we have 4 more home games
Four
on
more home
top of
games,
that.
and I have to sit
3
through
more,
two of
sorry.
them
Four
at
more home.
MetLife,
I was gonna
which
say.
Three, sorry. I lost my math. We're 4
Um,
games left, 3 home games left.
3 home. Yeah, and I have to go to I'm going to the Vikings and Cowboys game, and I'm like, what is wrong?
well, you're gonna be
No.
sitting with 80% Cowboy fans that game.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I already got rid
you're
of
going
those
to be
teams.
able to see me on TV because I'll be the
You're the
only
only one
Giants
wearing
fan
Giants
there.
colors.
Yeah, I have the
I
Commanders and
personally,
Vikings games, so
I don't understand why. I understand he has to speak. I guess it's part of the
But,
contract.
like,
He
yeah.
was better off not talking yesterday because he did himself
No,
no favor.
exactly.
So,
and honest to God, I thought, I'm like, 30 minutes late, 45 minutes late, I'm like, he's fired. Or I thought like Marrow was going to come out or somebody. I did not expect him. It makes me sick to hear anything come out of his mouth because you don't know what you're talking about. You know
yeah.
how they have like the book Football for Dummies? He needs like dummies for GMs, like, because he has no.
Yeah,
It's
it
it's
hasn't
so
worked. It
frustrating.
hasn't worked since day one. And the
No,
record speaks for itself: 20,
yeah,
43-1, or whatever it is. And I don't think even winning the last couple of games is going to help. I don't see what the
No.
reason is behind it.
it's
I hope
not. It's
it doesn't
yeah.
influence their decision to keep him because of Dart. If Dart seems to play well, speaking of which, I mean, man, did he take a hit on
Oh my
That
God! But
Monday night?
again, like,
So
that boy terrifies me. But you know what? Like, I always say, you take a
and
pause. I
this is
try to
not
take a
soccer.
positive away from whatever game, a huge blowout loss. The positive that I take from every single game, well, that Dart's in, except for the last two before this one, is that we have Dart.
yeah,
Like I'm looking
for
for the
now,
future.
he better
I know
stop doing what he's doing.
until he injures himself. But like, I just keep looking forward to next season. And again, I deja vu because I said this last season. Oh, next season's gonna be better. And here we are again. But I have to hope and pray. We have
Yeah,
Jackson Dart. We'll have a healthy Malik Neighbors. We'll have a healthy Cam Scatterbo. We'll hopefully have a brand new kicker, somebody that won't dig his feet into the freaking ground and claim that a ball was moving. We'll have a new GM, a new HC, a new
I
DC.
hope
Like,
so. I hope
it's
so.
like,
The
I don't
pieces,
know.
yes, Neighbors back, solidified. The offensive line is solidified, which, knock on wood,
Yeah,
has been pretty good all year.
right.
But
Which
Dart's got
they
to
really
stop.
have been. Like, I've been super happy with them. I'm not going to lie, especially since,
Thomas came back.
yes, you took the
Um,
words out of my mouth.
well, he's been solid.
Yep,
Dart's got to stop though. Dart's got to
he
stop with
does.
the hits. I mean, that hit on
Yeah.
the sideline, I
That was
dropped my
brutal.
drink.
No one.
I thought
I
he
have
was.
not seen anybody get hit that hard on a clean play ever, like in the
Are you
last
telling me if
decade.
Patrick Mahomes did that, they're not throwing a flag?
Oh,
No,
100% they would,
but
but
that wasn't actually a clean hit.
It
it
was,
was.
but I'm saying if that was
But
Burrow or Mahomes, they're 100%
Oh, that's
throwing that
automatic
flag.
flag.
100%.
Yeah,
It was clean, but it was also dirty because the Pats came out for blood that
well,
game.
yeah, they were
They
man versus
100% came
boys in that.
out to injure people. There was no like they were down and dirty, like
Gunner's
legal but
dead.
down and dirty.
They
Oh
had
my
a
God,
Well,
how of all
the N on
the
his
that
helmet flew off.
yeah
So
that was
all the plays that
wild.
weren't called, that was the craziest one.
No, I mean that yeah, he should have been thrown out of the game.
yeah, it was brutal. But again,
It
look,
was
we're not
Another
prepared to
wasted 3
play.
hours that we all had
no,
to
we're
sit
not.
through.
We're not up to par with the Patriots or
No,
We're
it's a
even
not at
different
all
any
because
other
fight
team.
class.
watching the Patriots defense alone and then watching our defense on the field, it was like I'm literally watching a pro team and then I'm going and I'm changing the channel to a Pee Wee game. It just
The
sorry.
Patriots had an awful year last year, right? They were bad. They
Yes.
were just as bad as we were.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at the Patriots schedule this year. And again, it's not
Yeah.
it's
Right.
cut and dry. I get it. It's not an excuse. The Giants schedule has been
No,
effing brutal.
horrific. Yeah.
And the
That's why
Patriots are
I
playing
still think we're gonna win 2 or 3 games.
the Patriots are playing the
This
Titans
season,
and then
Yeah.
us and the Jets and the Dolphins and every week the Browns. I mean, they're playing like they have this cake. Look at the rest of their schedule this year.
yeah.
I mean, they're going to win like 13, 14 games. So, and the Giants were at San Francisco and Green Bay and Chicago
No,
and Detroit.
we had it bad. We had it bad.
I
But
don't
honestly,
understand.
as tough as our schedule was, though, I really thought, I don't know, delusional Giants fan, but
Yeah.
I did not think it was going to be this
No,
bad.
none of us
Again,
did. None of us.
losing Malik was horrible, but our defense, they have
Can they
disappointed
shed
me.
off a blocker once this whole entire season?
I mean,
Topher's probably laughing. I said before the season started that I thought our defensive line was going to be historic,
top
and
three.
it is.
Yeah.
And it is historic. It's historically bad the way they've blown
Right.
all those
I
leads.
was like,
So-
oh, we're a top three. I was going to take them for my fantasy team.
Well, good thing
That's
you
how
didn't.
delusional I was.
Yeah.
With
Listen,
one sack.
Spida Burns, that's all I have to say. He is the
He's been
saving
good.
grace
And I
to
feel
my
terrible for
Sunday.
the guy because he played on some dog teams. Sorry, bleep that out.
No,
Some you know what teams in Carolina, and
I know.
you know he was like,
He's been on
and
consistently losing teams. If we lose Brian Burns for any reason because we suck, oh,
I don't think
there's
we're
gonna
gonna
be a
lose him. I
problem.
think he's just numb to the losing now.
Yeah, he's numb to
He's
the
got to be
losing.
numb to just every year. He's 3-13, 3-14 every
After
single
the
year.
Denver game, that's was like, all right, it is what
My
it is.
poor Spida. Oh, my
All
poor
right,
Spida.
that'll be the title for this episode. With that said, my poor Spider, we're gonna cut a wrap on tonight. The Knicks look like we have the game in control, so we'll touch on that. The Giants, thankfully, mercifully, are on a bye week, so Jackson
Yes.
Dart can't get any more hits. We'll touch base with you guys next week. Appreciate your support as always. Mark, thanks for joining us. Danny B, always a pleasure. And the Blue Eyed Bandit. It was fun having you on
Thank
tonight.
you.
Don't be a stranger.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll see you again in a week or so.
Okay.
All right. Thanks,
Thanks,
guys. Have a
guys.
good
Take
night. We'll see
care.
you soon.
Bye.